Miss Links, and welcome to another video. We are back today with our Very Veggie challenge. We're going back to the broccoli house that we created in our last episode so that we can actually furnish this thing. And hopefully you've left some comments in between. I apologize, I'm trying to record these pretty fast, but still feel free to put your comments below with whatever you think makes the most sense with what we did, what we haven't done, what you like, what you hate. Open to all of it. And then also let me know if you want to continue this particular challenge with Sims. We could either do it alongside the house, we could come back to it after we're done building all the houses. You let me know what makes the most sense for you guys and like what you would like to see. In the meantime, if you're enjoying this so far, and we are technically only on day 2, but we're doing pretty good, you can hit the thumbs up, you can subscribe, and you can also hit the notification bell so that you know when I do post in this continuum of kind of posting sometimes. So let's get back into The Sims and furnish our broccoli house. Hey guys, so this is Moose from the future. You're going to see me talking because this entire part I actually did narrate through, and we did individually go through each of the rooms to furnish them. However, it was taking an exuberant amount of time. I really struggled with this. There's just not a lot of green options. I was trying really hard to stick to the theme. I kept going back and forth a little bit, and in fact, at the end of this portion, which I will be speeding up, obviously, you will see that the house is pretty much completed by the time that we get to the end of this video, by the time we get to the end of the, I guess the speed portion of the video that you're watching right now. And then I go over essentially what my plan is. So I'll let my past self, go into more detail, but basically we're going to outfit all of the rooms, and then I will have a segment at the end of this very video that shows you all of the additions I made off camera. Because again, this took an incredible amount of time, which decorating usually does, but I feel like this one specifically was really difficult, and I'm really hoping the other ones aren't, just because of how much fun it could be. I feel like I got lost in the sauce with the color situation. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. You're going to see this speed through. Enjoy watching the general back and forth, but just in like 1,000 times speed, so you don't have to sit here for 5 hours. And then we will jump back in at the end, where I explain the next steps, and then I also give you a tour of what we ended up with. So enjoy, sit back, relax, and I'll see you at the end. That works. So now we have our little eatery. We have a little bit of space outside that we need to kind of do. I want to definitely zhuzh this up and the foyer area, but this is taking a long time. And I do spend a lot of time decorating, so I wonder perhaps it would be good for me to do the decorating off camera and then just show you guys what I end up doing. If you like that part of the process, you can let me know too. But I think everything that's left is more or less just decorating and doing the outside and then flipping the house back around before I do the outside so that I actually maintain all of the work that I do on the outside. But yeah, I think generally this is okay. The green is surprisingly tough. I do not think we're gonna have the same problem for the other colors, like the other Sims. I want to be able to put some of the skill stuff in here as well. I also said that we weren't going to have a really nice kitchen, maybe to be able to do like gourmet cooking or baking, but I think maybe I'm wrong. Like I think this kitchen is really nice, and I think generally you could probably have your Sim do quite a bit with maybe not mixology because there's no bar here, but definitely with baking and cooking. So maybe I sold myself short on that one. Is the kitchen green? No. And maybe while I'm going through the decorating phase, I'll have yet another sneaky look to see if I can find something that would make sense. I am a little disappointed that there's not more true green stuff. And I think my problem is that I'm trying now just to have green in the house because we do have other things to do. Like our potato is going to be brown. Our mushroom is beige. We have pea that's going to be light green. I just think we're going to have some troubles. Hey guys, this is Moose from the future. We have now completed our build. Now, you are going to see quite a few changes because after the camera closed and I kind of sat in my frustration for a while, I decided that it really mattered more to me to have the house appropriately look like a broccoli sim lives here, more so than it counted for the packs. Now, that is going to, influence the packs that are associated with this upload. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you read the packs that are included when we upload this to the gallery, because I have incorporated quite a few. Now, It would be a challenge at this point. However, if you would like me to attempt to provide a base game only version of this house, please let me know in the comments. I'm still happy to do that. I will be doing it off camera just because I think it will take quite a bit of time. But I think we are in a better place. Honestly, I love the way that this turned out. I gave myself a little bit of freedom. You're going to see, like I said, a lot of structural changes. Mostly structure change happened on the top, though. As you can already kind of see, this top portion is now an active, hopefully active. I will have to play test this before I officially upload it, but hopefully an active section, because our sim is tied to the wellness maxing. They need to have a creative space, and I thought, what better way to do that than to create kind of like a in-home business, which we're going to see emulated throughout the front of the home. And then, of course, throughout the top that is now a little bit bigger, and the roof line has changed quite a bit. So let me give you a bit of a tour. The front of the house is almost identical to what it was before, except now I have the two sides fully peeked out front to back, because on the back side, we now have a bit of an open porch on the top, which is kind of going to be their business side of things. And as you can see as well on the left side, I have kind of put out this signage to kind of delineate the fact that they maybe run their own spa. Obviously, the businesses and hobbies, they want to be the lord and lady of the knitting, but if they have to max their wellness still, maybe their business side of things is technically the spa portion, and they're an awesome masseuse, or they just have really good wellness because they've got to max the wellness thing. I don't know. I thought it was cute, and I've got this beautiful little fountain out here. I think changing some things around has really elevated it, and kind of given it a true artsy kind of broccoli vibe. I've changed out, of course, the patio, which I think I ended up doing before I cut the camera too. So the patio only reaches all the way around from this one side. The other one you will see is more of a private section, and we've kind of done something cute with that as well, so hopefully you like it. This is now the back porch. I kind of outfitted it. There's a little like bar cart out here. I don't know if that bar cart is just decorative or if it's functional, but if it is functional, your sim might be able to do a little bit of mixology and its creativeness. But then also, as you can see here, we have a little wellness pad out here, which I thought was so cute. We have a couple of benches. You could sit out here. You could do some meditation. It's got lighting. It's got bamboo. It's very cute. And then we also have up here a lighter green kind of look. I ended up being able to find some green. Do I still think that's technically teal on the bottom? Yes. But that's okay. I think generally it's fine. It works out. It's whatever. It's chill. So I think we kind of have our outside elements. I think it kind of gives it a funky look as well from the outside, just kind of having this portion on the top open now, but I think it does feel a bit artsy. Is it as modern as the other homes on the lot, like that one over there? No, but I think we're emulating that and then making it part of our Sims lives, which is a little bit more artsy. Now, just kind of coming over here, I'll have to pull the roof line down for you to really get a sense of like what is down here. But it's very simple. I decided to put up a little bit of a larger fence on the right side and then have this very cute, obviously, divider on the side where the bedroom connects to the porch. And there's just a little spa chair in there so that our sim can get a little bit of R&R on them on their own, instead of having to do it for everyone else. But that is the outside. So let's pop out of this mode, because while I want to give you a tour, I also want you to be able to see everything, and that tab view can be a bit tricky. So I'm gonna pull, can I like get rid of, how do I get rid of this? I don't know. I just want to this is yet another area I'm not so sure about. Can I just, I don't know. It's just gonna have to sit there. I don't know how to get it to go away. Okay, So if we're starting, let's start from the top, and I will first give you a view top down with all the walls up, and then we'll take a look without the walls all the way up. So as you can see, I have a little ladder from downstairs now, and this is kind of like a makeshift spa where you might be able to invite people over, or maybe you have guests over and you can treat them kind of like your business people, and they can pay you for the services that you provide on the little spa table. I think that's really cool and cozy. It looks like you've got like fake products and maybe some like patient files and things like that over here. And then of course we'll have like a little radio so that you can play some soothing music and a little bench for them to sit on if they need to. So I thought this was a really creative way to kind of incorporate more of the spa day pieces and incorporate an element of businesses and hobbies, and that you're kind of using this space to make money by giving people massages and spa treatments. So I thought that was really cute. Hopefully it's functional. I did put this like really big centerpiece with the waterfall, but I think the Sims can climb out this way. Like I said, I'm going to play test this before I officially, launch it onto the library, but just in case you see some changes, that might be why. And then of course they have access, and your sim has access to this outside portion like I showed you before, where you can do some little meditation. I like that this is functional, but I guess my only critique with the spa day stuff, which is why I found this really hard, I was just going to do a little poof, but the problem is you have to set it where the sim is going to use it in this 4 square element, instead of kind of being able to put it on the side here and then having them be able to like pick it up and put it somewhere that would accommodate the space up here. Like I get why they did that, because then the sim would just like carry it everywhere. I get it. But this kind of looked weird, which is why I incorporated these benches, which you can see. I did kind of keep the theme of the wallpaper downstairs, but I think it works. They're cute. It's a little nod to the fact that I think that's hilarious. So whatever. Let's go downstairs. Now, the downstairs hasn't really changed a whole lot, outside of the fact that I did have a wall here before. However, because of the ladder, the wall here just does not work. So, I got rid of the wall and the door completely. It opens up the space a little bit more, and maybe in a house that has a lot of closed off areas, that kind of makes sense. That maybe like you'll see in the kitchen I took some liberty with, because I know that this is technically light green and we'll get there, but like there's not a lot of options that fit. And so I really had to kind of ignore a lot of those barriers, packs included, in order to kind of give you this more overview green look. So that's kind of where that happened. Now that I've added the ladder, I've got this space, and I tried again to kind of incorporate some artsier things. So like we have some paintbrushes here. Maybe they're decoration, maybe they're not. They've got this beautiful carving. Maybe they created this, just elements that a creative artsy sim might want in their home. I've got this is actually the plank from outside as well. So again, even though we're not using that stone anymore, it is kind of like that outside inside feel, which I think is a nod to the original look that we had. I also have this little sign up here to show that this is where the business access is. Do I think it's a bit strange that the customer has to walk up the ladder? Yes, but this house cannot accommodate stairs. I was not going to try and do that, so this is what we have. So it just kind of is what it is. Is it practical? No. Is it for the Sims? Yes. The rest of this didn't really change that much either, honestly. We kept it pretty iconic from where we had it before. I did change the color of this bookcase from the green to this brown, because again, I want to incorporate the green and I want it to feel like a Broccoli Sims live here, but I also kind of want it to look good. I don't know. I just didn't think it fit the vibe, but we do still have the fireplace over here. And I know these are from, I think they're from Batu, or at least one of them is, but I thought it was kind of cool to have like art here. It just kind of felt right. And in fact, I might even like switch these around a little bit because I think maybe that makes a little more sense. But again, it's an artsy sim. Maybe they made them, maybe they bought them. The point is they really enjoy it. And I think generally this now feels very homey. We've got some art on the walls. Again, maybe they did it. Maybe they just collect it. I thought this matcha one was really cute to put over here. And I think it just really brought everything together. This wall is blank also. So if you guys are playing and you kind of want to dress it up more, you obviously have the option to. Again, I know this rug is technically light green, but our options were limited. And I know a lot of this furniture isn't really dark, but again, I'm just trying to make it look good while also trying to stick to the challenge. So the other thing that didn't really change is the bedroom. The bedroom is pretty much the same. I just added a bunch of clutter to it. And that's kind of it. I left this wall blank. I just have the little lights that we had previously here. The stands are exactly, like literally everything in here is exactly the same. I added a curtain here and then this outside patio. So you can kind of see it a little better now. But basically we have this spa day chair. You've got a little thing. There's a speaker up here so your sim could listen to some music while they're relaxing out here. I just thought that it was nice to incorporate another spa day thing. I might move this just a little bit because I don't know if they can use it fully backed up there. But anyway, again, just kind of a soft, cozy place. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing, you know, out of this world, but it is functional, and that's what matters. In the bathroom, things have changed. So I was dealing with the windows situation because this little corner, which I do love very much, and again, this is that bar cart situation, so I don't know if it's functional, but y'all have to test it, or I will test it as well. But I wanted some windows out here. I felt like this side really needed that, and I did already have this. So in fact, I changed the windows that were on this side to the ones that I actually used for the kitchen as well, and I think it looks so nice with this little corner. And then I was able to incorporate more green in the like blinds area. I think the laundry looks a little less squished here, and I think it kind of makes sense plumbing wise to have it. Not that it didn't make sense before, but this definitely feels like you walk in and now you're at the laundry and you're at the sink. I think the flow is a lot better. And then we've tucked, of course, the tub and the shower back here. Same stuff. This is still from the spa day pack, but just again, maybe a little bit more functional. So yeah, I think this ended up turning out well. You have access to it from the living room. This was the other situation. I needed to make sure we had access to this bathroom outside of the bedroom, because who wants to use the bathroom through somebody's bedroom? You know, I think this makes a lot more sense. So I like the way this turned out. I like the fact that we were able to incorporate this corner window. I think it's very artsy, just a little bit of something, you know? So that's the bathroom. And then the kitchen. Look, guys, I understand that this is light green. But we had limited options. Truly, the kitchen was probably the biggest pain point for me. And I don't know how this is going to work out with the other colors. This kitchen might even look a little bit similar when we do pea, but I think maybe we can incorporate more of those true green colors with pea, even though I think they're absolutely ugly. I think we might be able to do something with that. But I've got just a little bit of clutter on this cabinet or this counter here. I was able to incorporate this large one, and strictly the only reason I chose this cabinetry collection, which I do believe, isn't this base game as well? Yeah, so this is base game, which is number one, super helpful. So that when we have to do, if you guys do want that base game build, like this will stay almost identical to what it is now. But also I was able to incorporate this kind of space filler cabinetry, which I love. And then on this side, we have a cute little bread box. If your sim wanted to have a little coffee pot over here, they absolutely could. But this also provides a cooking space, which is what they needed as well. I just think it works, you know. Is it dark green? No, but we're working with what we got here. And I think it looks fantastic. Now, the little cozy corner. I genuinely think that this is, outside of the spa situation that we've created, this is quite genuinely one of my favorite little spots. It feels so cozy. It feels like a place where you would want to knit. And that's perfect because that's what we've outfitted it for. I've also added the crochet, or not the crochet. What is this? The cross stitch. That's what it is. I've incorporated the cross stitch because I have this little detail decoration here. I also have a little pegboard if they like wanted to put their designs, I don't know, their tools, whatever. And this little cart, which I don't think the cart is functional, but that's fine. You have the knitting box, you have the crochet box. You have both. And I think that that's really going to help this sim kind of max those skills. Because again, it has to be creative. So we've got cooking, we've got the nifty knitting thing, which has to be like Lord of Lady knitting situation. You have cross stitch as an option, spa. I don't know if that technically counts as like creative, but there are multiple options around. You could even add an easel if you wanted to go so far as to do that. And then we have our cute little eating nook, which is right by these beautiful windows, which I did add little curtains for. And then I added this little detail here. I think some people are gonna hate it. And that's fine. But again, it's green. It added an additional element to this wall, and I think it feels artsy. So I'm gonna give it a pass. Because I think it looks good. You do have all your functional items. So the trash can is out back this direction. And of course we have got the mailbox here, which I think adds, it's playing off of the stone element as well. I put some rain chains here, although this one on this side doesn't really make any sense. Oh, maybe I could just throw it over here, actually. I think that would make a lot of sense, to be honest. Does it make sense? Maybe it doesn't make sense, but I think it's clipping. Okay, maybe on this side it doesn't make sense, and I'll just put this one back where it was, like in the garden area. Anyway, yeah, I think this is, I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty stoked. Hopefully you guys are too. I really do think it came together in the end. I just needed a moment to sort out, you know, the inside. We did really good on the outside. I think even with the updates that we did on the outside, it's still pretty chill, still pretty cool. I think also having it face away from the public area is kind of nice. You know, you've got this beautiful view. Maybe it would make more sense to flip it back around. I don't know. We could theoretically flip it around so that maybe like if you're out here meditating, you've got something to look at. I don't know. Maybe by the time you see this, it'll be flipped back around and they can watch the ocean while they're meditating outside. I don't know. It's cute. It's fine. It's fun. And hopefully you guys liked it too. So thank you so much for sticking with me and just bearing with me for nothing else than to get this build fully thought out. And this also brings us to the conclusion of our very first one. So, welcome to the broccoli house, I guess. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this as well. I think maybe our next installment will actually be creating our broccoli sim together so that you'll have the house upload, you'll have the sim upload, and then we will move on. I'm so excited to see, I think it's eggplant, which will be purple, and that's going to be kooky crazy. I'm nervous and excited at the same time because there's also varying levels of purple. Sometimes purple looks pink. It's gonna be wild, but I don't think we have a pink sim, so maybe we could get away with that. I don't know. Maybe the radish is pink. I'll have to take a look, but let me know if you enjoyed this. Let me know if you like the outcome. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.